What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and here we are. We've got another For the Throne Friday for you guys, and we asked, you guys answered with questions about the things that you are most curious about going into season 8, the final season of Game of Thrones. And, you know, before we jump to your questions, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of really great ones. I think it's going to bring on a lot of really good discussion. I'm very excited about it. You know, HBO did drop like 5 seconds.
Legit.
A very, very short clip. First kind of scene that we've seen so far. And, you know, Jon and Daenerys walking into Winterfell. Holy shit, Daenerys is in Winterfell. And there's Sansa with, you know, welcoming them, and kind of a nice little callback to episode 1 of the whole show where, you know, King Robert showed up to Winterfell and Ned's like, Winterfell is yours, your grace. It's exactly what Sansa said. But jumping into this conversation, based off of what we know, and from what we saw in that little quick clip, which reunion or meeting kind of excites you the most from that?
Well, I mean, Jon gets to see basically his whole, well,
whoever's left.
I was gonna say not his whole family. That ain't true.
Little touchy.
Whoever's left.
Little touchy.
He gets to see Arya again, but I mean, I'm glad to see like Jon and Daenerys like coming to Winterfell together. Although Sansa looked real shitty about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember,
it was way more believable when Ned said Winterfell is yours.
I mean, she told Jon before he left for that little trip, don't go. She's setting you up. It's a trap. So, like, I don't know if she's going to be too happy to see Daenerys right away. We will see. But, what do you think?
Did you see Brienne's face in the back?
She looked a little concerned.
Yeah.
What
the fuck is this shit?
She looked concerned.
Yeah. But of all the cool things, I mean, I would like to see Jon and Arya together, because it's like Arya just wanted to be like, you know, one of the boys, and
they had a great relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, and I also like, I can't wait to see Jon talk to Bran. Like,
that's my answer.
And Sam.
Yeah.
Jon and Sam, though. The bromance.
The possibility,
man.
like, there is so much going on in Winterfell now. Like, it was kind of hard to pick. The fact that we have, like, two Mormonts.
Actually, yeah.
The fact that we have 2 Mormonts there now with Lady Mormont, and then Jorah's now there, like, are they going to, like, clash heads? Obviously she's going to talk shit to him, because that's what she does. She puts, like, people in their place, and it's great. But
you're a horrible person. You sold some peeps.
Yeah. Like, there's no question, without a doubt, like, it's amazing seeing Daenerys there, but I am personally most looking forward to the discussion with Brandon and Jon. Like, I want Jon to find out who and what he really is. That whole situation is just so exciting to me. And
then the conversation ensues,
which we will jump into, because one of you asked about that. So now that we kind of got that out of the way, to kind of set up all of your questions about, you know, the stuff that you're most excited about, looking forward to, just the biggest questions that you have going into the series finale. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of questions. There is so much potentially fun stuff to discuss and analyze and guess and predict. And you ready to jump into it?
Yes.
All right. So, without question, by far the most liked question that we received on the thread, and obviously it's the most important, so we're going to start off with it. What did Pod do to those girls? Exactly. I think
he kissed them in places.
Yeah, I think that's going to forever be left to the imagination.
I mean, I've got a lot of inappropriate things that are going through my head right now,
exactly.
So I'm probably not going to say anything, but like...
Pod the tripod.
There's going to be a lot of, that's what she said, or that's what he said.
But that is the most burning question. What the hell happened? Will we find out in season 8?
Don't hold your fist like that either.
Yeah. So based off of the thing that I'm most looking forward to from that little teaser that we saw, will Daenerys accept that Jon is the rightful heir to the throne and bend the knee? No. Hell to the no. And I honestly don't.
After all the work she's done?
And I honestly don't think it'll even come to that, to be honest.
He's gonna like shut that shit. He's gonna shut that shit down now.
Yeah, I don't think.
Let me grab Lucille.
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna be John. Unless something like flips in John's head, which I honestly like, based off of everything that he's been through, I don't see it happening. But yeah, like I don't think John's
he's gonna be like, listen. It's not like that. I don't care. I already bent the knee. Yeah. The knee has been bent.
But now he's Aegon Targaryen, the heir to the throne. Like,
but do you think she gets excited? Like, yeah, we do this together. No, I don't think so either. She doesn't seem like somebody that wants to share the throne.
No. She wants to be in control.
Yeah.
Is Tormund okay? Did he survive the attack at the wall? And even the more important question, will he have giant babies with Brienne? I think there's a simple rule for this answer. We did not see him die. So I'm going to say he's alive until I see his dead body.
I mean, that's true. Like Benjen, we didn't see him die. Technically he was not dead.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that are dead that we technically did not see die. So I'm going to say, no, he's not dead. And yes, Brienne is finally going to cave. Because
I think she's going to play hard to get and wait for Jaime.
I think she's just going to melt to that look that Tormund continues to give her.
I love that look.
It's like, you look like a tasty piece of meat. And it's like, she's going to be like, fine, God. And then they're going to like fall in love.
No, she's not going to give in that easy.
Is she too much in love with Jaime? Is that why?
I think so.
I mean, Jaime Lannister, Tormund, Tormund
all the way, man.
And we've got a Cersei question. Who will kill Cersei? And is she actually pregnant?
Everybody should kill Cersei. Like in Jessica Jones, Death by 1,000 Cuts. Everybody should just get a little cut. Although, I'm thinking like maybe the Mountain should just like flip a switch. And then he's like, fuck this bitch. Also, she's not pregnant.
I don't think he's got that kind of control of himself anymore.
You never know. What if he just what if somebody just whispering in his ear? What if Qyburn whispers in his ear and he's like, kill this woman. Kill Cersei. And he's like, absolutely, let's do this.
That's possible.
I don't think she's pregnant.
Yeah, I agree.
I think she's just doing it for sympathy, to get back at Jaime.
Cersei Lannister lie to gain sympathy?
Never. Hell no.
My prediction, 100% she dies. And I think it's going to be the loudest cheer across the entire world.
She dies, I'm doing a lap around the...
She is an amazing character.
You're going to see the pajama pants.
Yeah. She is an amazing character without question. She is such a great heel, wonderful bad guy. And it's one of those deaths that I think is going to be celebrated. Like, it's going to be sad to see her go at some point just because she's so much fun to hate, just like her stupid little kid, Joffrey. But yeah, I think she's definitely dying. And my first prediction is that it will be Arya. I think Arya is going to cross another name off of her list. I think she's going to take Cersei out, which would be absolutely fantastic. And if I had the choice to pick a backup, it would be Jaime.
That would be dope.
I think Jaime could be a backup plan, even though my prediction for Jaime is that he goes back to her, and
either that
he's
or
weak for his
she
sister.
gets eaten by a dragon. You don't think so? Tyrion. What if I think Tyrion kills her?
I think that leads us into our next question, which we could just jump right into.
Well, you're welcome.
What was said between Tyrion and Cersei at their private meeting? That's the reason why I don't think Tyrion will kill her. And this is really a hard thing to say. I think we're getting a full Tyrion heel turn coming soon. I think he made a deal with his sister, and
for what?
Somehow he's going to betray Daenerys.
You think that's why he was staring at her after Jon went into her room?
I don't know if that's why that situation played out.
Why was that sketchy look?
I don't know. I think it was just a level of jealousy, probably.
But what could he have to gain from this? From any kind of deal with Cersei?
That's the part that I'm having trouble with in terms of why would Tyrion do this? Unless, again, he just wants to side with the group that he believes is the strongest chance to survive. If Cersei's really just going to hang back and not actually participate in this war, then Jon, Daenerys, and all of the folks that are with them are going to get destroyed first. So like I don't know. I got a bad vibe when we watched that episode, and then when we watched it during the marathon that was on recently, it played out again. Like watching it something a second time, it just...
You got to watch it a second time. I got to deal with kids.
Yeah, and it's just like, why wouldn't they show that? Like, why would they make it such a like hidden thing? Unfortunately, I think we're getting some kind of betrayal from Tyrion, which would be so heartbreaking. That would be one of those heel like the heel turns that are the most effective are the ones that hurt you right here in the heart. And I think if Tyrion betrayed Daenerys and Jon to help Cersei, that would be so awful.
I feel like he's not going to do that because like Cersei always hated him and Tyrion knows that.
Yeah, but she's all about business and survival, and if Tyrion has information or
she needs.
Right, so that's another one of those really interesting situations that, you know, I'm sure we'll find out how that plays out, but what was discussed in that little scene?
I can only imagine the comment section right now.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see your discussions with all this stuff. Going back to one of the more epic scenes in the entire show was when Littlefinger's demise were met and the sisters took him out. The question is, will Arya use Littlefinger's face?
Fuck yes! Good call! I love that shit! Who said that? That's fantastic!
It was, Shane asked the question. Excellent question, because the wheels are turning. Like, absolutely she's going to use Littlefinger's face to her advantage.
Okay, I'm going to need a emoji, because, she's going to do so many things. So many horrible things.
Yeah, I wonder, and that's
how she's going to get to Cersei.
That's what I was just about to say.
Sorry.
I think seeing that question is what kind of like solidified the idea, like, hell yes, Arya is going to use Littlefinger's face, and I think that's going to be her way in to get to Cersei. Like, that's how she's
And she's going to use that knife, that dagger.
That would be dope AF.
Dope.
And of course, we can't do one of these videos without talking about the amazing direwolves. Will we see Ghost? Where is he and what is his future?
He's right here.
Will he join with Nymeria?
Oh.
Is there a budget? That's the bigger question. Is there going to be enough budget to use the direwolves?
Oh my god, he's so fantastic though.
Could you imagine the reunion? Like, talk about reunions. If Nymeria and Ghost...
That'd be dope.
...can join forces and just wreak havoc in some kind of battle somewhere. But unfortunately, hate to be a downer, they're gonna die. Just gonna say it.
Not the baby.
Yeah.
You can't kill the baby.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why would you say that? Look at him. He's so cute.
Very.
Thank you, Jess.
But yeah, like, are you excited to see what Ghost's future holds?
Yes. Because, you know what? What if Ghost gets a ride on the dragon?
That would be freaking ridiculous.
Like, you know, because John's got a ride on the dragon too, right? Yeah.
Is there going to be a bromance between Drogon and Ghost?
Adorable.
I don't know. I don't think Ghost has any Targaryen blood in him, so I think Drogon might want to eat him.
Ooh. I mean, good call.
And Ghost is huge, so I would have to imagine that would be a tasty meal for a dragon.
Drogon's be like, yeah, I'm going to eat you, and you're going to
Unless Daenerys is like, don't touch him. Dragon, wolf, you guys have to get along.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I would love to see Nymeria and Ghost team up.
That would be fantastic.
Because, you know, Numeria's got this dope pack now.
She has her own pack.
So I think we're definitely going to see them again. I think they're going to play a big role, at least for one episode. Depending on how big the budget is. Like,
if we don't get to see them at all, that would really suck.
We're definitely going to see them. I don't remember though. Leave the comments below. What It's felt like it's been more than a minute since we've seen Ghost. Is Ghost just hanging out right now at Winterfell? Is that where he's at? Or did... I don't think Ghost went...
He took him.
I don't think Ghost went with John on...
No, he didn't.
So, I guess Ghost is just hanging out at Winterfell. So, yeah, let us know, though.
Oh, there you go. Good reunion. Looking forward to reunion is John and Ghost.
Oh, yeah. That'd be great. Another one of those questions that I am dying to find out. Does Bronn get his fucking castle? He better... But again, it won't matter because he's not going to live long enough to enjoy it.
You know what? What if... cut to Bronn just chilling with his woman in a freaking castle somewhere.
He'd have to be on an island.
Yeah.
So that the White Walkers couldn't get to him.
He's on Dragonstone in a fucking castle.
So my answer to that question is, unfortunately, no. I don't think he gets his castle.
That sucks.
Yes. I think
Bronn understands that he's not going to get a castle and he kills Jaime.
It'll go down as one of the biggest travesties in Game of Thrones history. Bronn is not going to get his castle that he was promised however many seasons ago.
Oh my god.
Poor guy. This is another fun one. Will we get the highly anticipated Clegane fight? Mountain versus the Hound.
That would be amazing.
Unfortunately... Again, there's a lot of unfortunately's in my answers here. I think we are 100% going to get that fight, and I 100% don't expect the Hound to beat his brother. He is just too genetically manipulated, scientifically created monster now that, like...
I think he might have a chance.
The Hound is still just a human being. I don't even know what the mountain... I don't even know what the mountain is at this point.
He's Franken Mountain.
Yeah, he's a friggin', like, Kyvern created him. Like, can he even die at this point? Like...
Good call.
You might have to, like, chop his head off or something. But, like...
Maybe not even with that.
I mean, you gotta be realistic in this situation here. The Hound lost to Brienne. I don't think Brienne can beat the Mountain. Therefore, I don't think the Hound, like... That's my, like, WWE
But the
math.
Hound is pissed off now. I mean, he was kind of pissed before,
I'm
but,
not
like,
sure it'll matter.
He's real pissed off. Like,
Now-
he hates his brother now.
Now...
Like, super hate him.
If the Mountain withholds a bunch of chicken, then...
People are dying left and right, y'all.
Then I might give the Hound a little bit more of a chance to win that fight. But I think I'd put the odds at, like, 500 to 1. For the Mountain in that fight. I just don't see it. I don't know how the Hound would get that done. I just don't know. Do you think Brandon is the key to defeating the Night King?
Oh, maybe. Maybe. He knows the history of everyone, right?
Right. Like, he needs to obviously be kind of, like, fed information to find out things. But yeah, he knows and has probably seen a whole lot. And if the theory, like we talked about it earlier, the whole idea that Brandon is the Night King or somehow connected to the Night King, it's either going to be him or Jon. If the Night King is being defeated, which I don't think is going to happen, it could happen. It's just not what I want to happen. I could totally see it happening. It's either going to be Brandon or Jon. Mm-hmm. And I think with Brandon's warging ability... I think he's going to be able to do something with that, which could ultimately lead to, the victory, if that's how it's going to play out.
Possibly.
Or Jon just, like, swipes him down with his amazingly dope sword.
That Valyrian steel,
yeah. Longclaw could end the whole war.
Yes.
But, yeah, I actually, to answer the question directly, yes, I do think Brandon is the key to this. I think he's going to be the most integral and the biggest part of how, if they're going to win this war, he is going to be the reason why, I think.
Same. I agree.
Who will die? I can't handle it because I think we're going to lose all of our favorites.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know how I feel about it.
But, I mean, I understand your point. If it's legit, if it's up to the Night King, fucking everybody's dying.
I just don't
Everybody's fucking dying.
I just don't see how they
come
that
to
army,
an agreement.
not even just that, but like, yeah, Cersei's like now off doing her own thing despite what she said, but how do you defeat that army? Like, I just don't see how that, you could have all the Dragonstone in the world, but I just don't, there's just too many numbers, I feel like. And, you know, I will be honest, I am loosening a little bit on my theory that everyone dies. Because the quote that's flying around is, the ending will be bittersweet. If everyone dies, that's
bittersweet.
What's sweet about that?
It's bittersweet.
The idea,
that's like Romeo and Juliet, bittersweet. But they die together.
Yeah, but I think the idea in this scenario is Daenerys dies,
and
but Jon wins and Jon stands tall. Like, that's super bitter. Like,
that's fucked. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, like, there needs to be something that, like, when I hear bittersweet in this scenario, like, it's got to be something that the fans are going to cheer. You can't just obliterate everybody on this show. Like, I think I
got it.
It's not what I want, that's for sure.
I got it. Everybody dies. Drogon wins. Drogon wins.
I think Drogon's dying too, baby.
Fuck you. Why would you say that shit to me?
They're all gonna die.
He's gonna die in his sleep via dragon egg in a places we don't talk about.
Yeah.
It's up there.
until I see how, like, obviously John's got all this dragon glass, and until I see how it's going to be implemented in this war, I just don't see. There's too many numbers on the Night King side.
I mean, I understand.
I don't see it. Unless, again, Jon could be this super special non-human guy.
I mean, he died once.
I think he's died more than once. I think he got stabbed by his peeps.
Ollie, fuck you, Ollie.
I think he suffocated and died in the Battle of the Bastards. And I think he 100% died in that water when, you know, they were fighting.
Is he a cat? Does he have 9 lives?
Not that. I just think he's something different. He's immune to certain things. I think it's going to be revealed.
He's no longer mortal.
I think it's somewhere on that level of, like, he's going to be something.
The plot thickens.
Yeah, the plot armor thickens.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, like, until I see how they're going to implement all these new weapons that they're going to be making, I just can't side with the good folks in this one. As much as I love my guy Jon Snow.
He's the underdog.
I love my guy Jon Snow. I love him. I love him. I just think it would be a little boring if he was standing tall at the end of this show. That would be way too predictable.
But what if he's standing tall and everybody else is dead and he's just, like, crushed inside?
That would be pretty...
He's dead inside.
That would be pretty insane if that's what happened. The last one, who will win? Who will sit on the Iron Throne at the end?
I feel like... I mean... I want to say the Night King, but I don't want to say the Night King because, like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't give a shit about any Iron Thrones.
That would make sense.
Right.
But again, we don't know what his motives are.
But I think...
He could like that really uncomfortable looking chair, you never know.
But to rule who? To rule whom?
The millions and millions of people at his service.
Oh, like, you better listen to me or I'm going to turn you into a white?
No, they're going to all be whites. Like, those are his people. He'd be ruling them in King's Landing.
But, like, you don't really need to... He doesn't need to care about some Iron Throne for that.
We don't know who he is. You never know. That'd be a great way to end the story because the story wouldn't need to continue because he doesn't talk.
True that.
If you could pick, if you had your choice... Instead of, like, who do you think will, who do you want sitting on the Iron Throne at the end of this series?
Jon.
Over Daenerys?
It's not over Daenerys. I kind of want them to do it together. But, like, the only reason why I say Jon is because he is the rightful heir. but I feel like Daenerys wants it more than he does.
Do you think she makes it to the end?
That's what I'm worried about. I'm not sure that she will.
I don't think she's going to make it.
Which just...
That'll be... that's going to be a devastating moment. And
that would suck.
If she is pregnant with his baby and...
Oh, please!
And the whole thing with... I mean, maybe that's the bittersweet moment where, Daenerys dies, but she has...
Jon raises the baby?
And he's turns out to be the true heir.
The truest of the true.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think that could be a bittersweet moment. I know everyone who loves Daenerys and she's their favorite character won't be happy with that. But I could totally see that playing out, especially considering the history with, you keep hearing about, the Targaryen women dying at childbirth and stuff like that. Again, I personally, I've seen a lot of people who said that they'd be okay with her dying that way because she'd be basically... her offspring would...
Passing it.
Right, but
yeah.
I think she's too important. I think she's too big. I think she's too good of a character to die through childbirth. That's just my opinion on it.
But nobody's safe.
No one, of course no one's... I mean, people have become more safe, I feel like. But no one's safe. And I just... Her being murdered by someone isn't cool either. So I guess if I had my choices of Daenerys deaths, I guess giving birth to a son or daughter that is going to be ruling the world for however long is probably the best option. Because I don't want Cersei to get her. Oh. I don't want Tyrion to kill her. I don't want some random White Walker Night King to kill her. I think...
You want to go out, have her go out. Yeah.
I think the birth situation is probably the best of the options if she's going to die.
I have a spin-off idea.
Okay.
2 dragons and a little baby.
Oh, jeez.
Dad jokes!
I'd watch. All right, y'all. That was a whole lot of stuff. That was a long, giant range of different things that we're discussing because there's a whole lot of expectations and questions that need to be answered going into the final season of Game of Thrones. But leave your comments below. We want to hear all of the stuff, all of your thoughts, all of your theories. What do you think is going to go down? What's your biggest question? And what is the answer to your question? We want to hear from you guys. So as always, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and that's going to do it for another For the Throne Friday. We will see you guys later. Have a good one.